Well, again, everyone, it's me, Nick Michalak, and the stellar Steve Frazier.
Well, hello again, everybody.
And, Lord, Rick James once said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. We're going to see the results of it today with a commentary of Maximum Overdrive.
Excuse me.
Stephen King said, if you want to get it done right, you got to do it yourself.
Well, I don't know if he got it right, but...
That's what he says in the trailer for this movie.
He sure did it himself.
He did it himself. So, guys, here we go. So, if you got your own copy of Maximum Overdrive...
Get out a vial of cocaine as well.
Yes. Get your timestamp over to zeros, turn on your subtitles, and follow along with us with the countdown. So, guys...
Roll up that dollar bill.
Oh, yeah. Top dollar.
Get ready. Top dollar,
Top
too.
dollar. So, in 3, 2, 1, play.
Get a good... Oh, shit. De Laurentiis.
Oh, he's going to go out of business soon. This was released at the end of July of 86. After this, he releases Manhunter, which bombs. Releases Transformers the movie, which bombs. He goes out of business the next year.
Oops.
A
film
after bomb.
A film by Stephen King. Yeah, written and directed. This is his only outing as director.
Yes.
And, oh God, we got to read? Okay, he goes to we pass by the comet, and then we're in the trail of the comet for 8 days, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're watching from the DVD because I wasn't paying $30 for no Blu-ray.
Yeah. North Carolina's an interesting setting.
They shot it in North Carolina because I guess it was right to work state, so there's no unions.
Oh, sure.
Back then.
The thing just says, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Money Man 2.
And here we've got Stephen King in a hell of a... You are an asshole. Sugar Buns. I love his outfit. My God, do I love...
Here's the AC/DC.
So, AC/DC is Stephen King's favorite band. And I don't know how it happened, but I was able to get them to do the soundtrack. This song, Who Made Who, is one of the original. It was written for this movie.
Yes.
And it's a top 3 favorite of mine.
Okay.
I'm not a huge AC/DC fan.
No, me neither.
Yardley Smith is in this.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
And interesting, it's starring Emilio Estevez, where his father, Martin Sheen, has already done 2 King adaptations with The Dead Zone and Firestarter.
Sure. Which, I don't know.
I don't think they ever snagged Charlie for one. I don't think so at all.
Not that I can think of.
He was busy doing Hot Shots and other
Young
things
Guns
in the
and
90s.
all. That was Estevez, wasn't it?
Estevez.
Estevez, didn't he? Yeah. And they're just not paying attention. Okay. Although something is controlling the switches.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to get stupid real fast.
Well, that's fine. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Director of photography lost an eye on this movie.
Really?
Apparently I think it happened with the lawnmower gag in the film where it ended up hitting like some wooden block and a splinter went into his eye.
Shut up.
Eventually got an infection after the surgery and sued everyone on the film.
Well, no wonder he never did it again. King. I love Who Made Who. I think it's a great song.
Okay.
Regardless of the lyrics. I don't know. I like the sound of it.
Sure, okay. They only got 3 chords, man.
Well, that's all AC/DC's ever had.
And they're master of mixing them up as best you possibly can.
I was going to say that looks like a miniature, but...
Kind of, I mean, yeah.
But they had a live boat going on underneath.
Be.
Right, I don't...
I know.
Oh, jeez, right
to this windshield. Fucking Tarzan.
Oh, yeah, why is there a Tarzan yell? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you're screwed.
And you're going nowhere. Nowhere but down.
You're revving it to 70? And the wheels just fall off. I mean, that's not a cheap gag there.
No. I don't think this thing had a whole lot of money. There's no way.
Well, there went a lot of it.
$9 million.
And are we to believe that AC/DC's van is being... Because it's
somebody's AC/DC van's going on.
Right, but are we to believe that that's...
Apparently, he tried courting them to act in the film. It's like, we're not actors. Don't do that.
Oh, the old watermelon through the moonroof gag. Goddamn Gallagher out there.
Fucking Gallagher.
Maybe this is where they wanted AC/DC to act. It was in the van.
Possibly,
like it was their tour bus or something.
Sure.
Well, I would call it a situation, yes.
There's where the money is, the nine...
Right, the first
chunk of the 9 million's right here.
10 minutes. And I don't know where they came up with this little imagery, but it's wonderful. I friggin' love this imagery.
The goblin.
The goblin, yeah. The old Happy Toys. Generic truck stop. I love it. It's full service. Is that what we're to believe here? I'll get it. I mean, I like it. And Bic, we got a product placement all over this sumbitch. I feel like I've seen this. Like, this prop has been at a convention or something, like the big goblin head. Everybody knows everybody, eh?
Yeah, it's Frankie Faison from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's been in 100 things. Oh, in today's day and age, those eggs are $1 a piece. So, just today, I decided to read the short story that this is originating from. Oh, what a waste of coffee! It's spitting out dollars and coins. I like it. Go get them. There you go.
That's old Giancarlo there.
Oh, is that Giancarlo? That's old Gus Fring, eh?
Yeah.
Love that. Anyway, so decided to read the short story in preparation for this. I'd never read it before. It is a grand total of 15 pages long, 1-5. And it's called Trucks. It's in the Night Shift collection. It actually is sequentially. It is the story right before Sometimes They Come Back.
Okay.
Which is fun. Yeah, blowing it. It's like the old Nintendo cartridge there. That guy might have lost an eye on the production too, eh? The old gasoline face. And now I don't know if that's allowed in the workplace, is it? Are you allowed to have X-rated
materials?
So, I was actually quite surprised when you start the story. The story begins probably 3/4 of the way through this movie.
Lord.
It's like no context, no anything. You are just thrust into the story.
Okay.
There's only 5 people in the diner.
Okay.
Or in the truck stop. So there's only 5 characters, really.
Feels manageable.
I guess there's 6, because the opening scene is the one guy running out to the ditch across the way, which does happen in the story, but it's a slightly different variation. And time card fraud, Jesus Christ. Anyway, we got X-rated, we got time card. The HR person inside of me is twitching. So somebody dies right off the bat.
Sure.
And so we've got 5 people that are like the characters. And it is like, there's no, like I said, there's no context. It's just shit is already, you're in it.
Okay.
And it's delightful. I really, like, once you take a second to, like, get your bearings of what's happening, it's good. Can you still make a Pony Express joke? Like, do people even know what that means? Love that. I like that there's a sausage laying on the floor, just like... Now, Giancarlo has not come out to let everybody know that all the machines have gone haywire in the other room yet, right?
No.
Cup of coffee yeah, that's my kind of guy. What does he got hanging out of his hat there? It's like a
Cheetos or something.
Yeah, like some sort of snack cake. It looks spongy. Star Castle. I don't know that game.
No.
Well, it's fine. I'm okay with it. This guy is such an asshole. Isn't it insane how much he looks like his old man?
Yeah.
They're like identical.
Oh, yeah.
He's still sparking there. He lost his beanie. Maybe his cup of coffee.
It's like if they had any clue what kind of talent they had on their hands, it would have kept them a lot longer.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Giancarlo is a master. It's fabulous.
I mean, Breaking Bad is considered one of the best shows ever made. And he is absolutely a big reason for that. Oh, shit. That'll kill you. Wait, did he get a nut shot?
It
Because
looks like it went right to
that one went to his chest.
I think it was,
But he's grabbing
he's selling it like it was supposed to get hit in the nuts.
I mean, that'll kill you.
Sure.
You get basically a baseball pitching machine throwing hot cans at you.
He's got a crater in his skull.
Yeah. I love that.
Smart kid.
I mean, it's not bad, right?
I mean,
It's stupid, but it's fun. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, logic is not even here.
No,
Logic
no.
is not setting up residence around this film at all. For no reason.
Yeah, that didn't make any
For
sense.
no reason.
That didn't. I mean, he must have hit a pothole or something in the. Oh no! Oh, I got him. He got him.
Did we have a steamroller and shocker too?
No, I think it was a payloader, like
okay.
the bucket,
Something.
yeah.
I remember.
The little girl.
Yeah, the little
driving
girl running some heavy machinery.
Yeah, I think it was like a payloader. I don't think it was a steamroller.
Okay.
Sugar pie. So King called her sugar buns at the beginning, and then he calls her sugar pie. This is again like some fantastic characters, right? Like, you know everything there is to know about these two just by the way they're dressed. Here's another one of those movies that I think, how would it be different if there was internet?
You can make it a little more sense today because you got smart technology and everything.
Which could be
Because we're
going...
like, the freaking steamroller ain't got no fucking motherboard, and it's a fucking switches and levers. There's nothing to take. There's no braid on the thing to function.
I suppose.
I'm just saying it'd be a shorter leap to logic.
I guess.
This one's got a
Yeah.
Grand Canyon to
Yeah, well,
between it and logic.
You know what? We don't know what happens when the comet passes by. Eat my shorts. Funny that would become a phrase that is used by Bart Simpson,
Right.
and the voice of Lisa Simpson is in this movie.
Yeah.
Diesel, $1.08.
Oof.
That was expensive back then, I think.
So we kill someone for that price now.
Yeah, I think I paid $3.15 today. And I know it's cheaper in 2 of our neighboring states.
Yeah.
I kind of like that we have a religious character.
Okay.
King loves to invoke
yeah.
religion. Joe. I just think it's...
We got about 3 times as many characters than are in the short story.
well, now, And I don't know how many of them will be alive around the point when it starts, where the story pick starts. Right. So this, it's funny. We brought up Children of the Corn in our last commentary. Children of the Corn is the opposite of this one, where the short story of Children of the Corn, it's a little bit longer. I think it was like 30 or 40 pages, 35. That is the beginning of the story, right? Sure. So you got the build-up, the setup, rather, and you got like the premise, and then it just kind of ends. And when they made the movie, they had to decide, how are we going to expand the ending, right, to make it a story? This one, the source material is the ending.
Right.
And they had to come up with a beginning.
A good hour and 10 minutes.
Right. Now, Stephen King was not responsible for writing the ending of Children of the Corn.
No, they kicked him to the curb.
If he was, it perhaps would have been better.
Sure.
He is responsible for all this shit, though.
Yes.
So,
all of it.
Uh-oh. There she is, right there, old Lisa Simpson.
Yes.
Got fresh drippings. I like she's clutching her cake topper. They're trying. Is that supposed to be a North Carolina accent, ma'am? I feel like I've seen this guy before too, and I can't place him. Now, question for you.
Yeah,
let me ask you a question. Let's say you're this guy, and you roll up on a gas station, and there's a dead guy in the parking lot and blood on the door. Is your first thought, let me go look in the door and see what's going on?
I'm not getting anywhere near it.
This is pretty cool, though, like, that there's nobody driving that truck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they did it. They just green screen everybody? Like,
probably, because I know, like, with a lot of stunt driving stuff, they usually, like, they'll have a steering wheel kind of down low on the passenger side. Usually if you're having, like, someone else in the driver's side kind of miming driving it,
right,
they'll have a stunt driver down below with a special rig.
Right. Or it's a tow.
Yeah.
But for the wide shots,
for this type of thing, yeah, they probably got a special setup there. Someone's driving it out of view of the camera.
Because, I mean, there's nobody sitting in the seats.
No.
Are you dead is a good line. What I do like is that King tells you right from moment one, right from the jump, that this is going to be ridiculous.
Yes.
And so, don't expect, fucking Godfather 2 out of this. Right? Like, this is wacky.
Right.
It's...
Don't even expect Christine from this.
No. It's supposed to be...
In terms of...
It's supposed to be humorous, right? Like...
Yeah. He's got a bit of a look. Is he Curtis?
Curtis, yeah, that's his
John
name.
Short. He doesn't have a wiki.
Oh, okay. Then he's probably nobody, but he looks familiar.
Yeah, it's A role on Apollo 13, but it sounds like it's a...
Ooh, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It says INCO white, so he's probably just some rando.
Yeah. Dude, Apollo 13 is so good. And had an actual snub at the Oscars.
Apparently, I guess Howard liked him. He was in his Grinch movie with Carrie.
Oh, okay.
And Ransom. At least somebody liked him.
Why is the clown crying? That's an odd depiction.
Peculiar.
When it's called Happy Toys, and you got a crying clown.
It's not good.
That doesn't track for me.
Tears of the Clown, man.
Well, Smokey, he ain't. Oh, that's Tracks of My Tears. I can't get over how much he looks like his dad.
Yeah.
Why would he have that in the cab of his truck? In his sleeping quarters? Why do I ask questions that I don't know the answers to? Here comes another load of joy is such a great, like, double entendre. What a kingism, right? Let's get some sex jokes in there. Fresh air. I don't know how trucks work, but that's weird. You know, as silly as this is, I think it's a cool premise that, you know, all the trucks come to life. Now, in the story, now granted it was only the end of the story, and at the time it was the only story, it was legitimately only trucks, at least as far as they knew. It wasn't, you know, appliances and various other, anything electric.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is a necessary expansion of the plot to fill out an entire 90-minute or 100 minutes.
Yeah, unless you're going to turn it into Duel or something. Yeah.
Right, right. Now, sprinklers
are not electronics.
Right. So I'm not entirely sure what the logic is for that.
Yeah.
And yes, sprinklers can be on timers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could back then.
Mm-hmm.
That's a chainsaw cutting a man's face off. Peking is the town that you're going to list in this report? I do like the this king trope of, like, something is happening all over the world and nobody can really explain it. It's kind of like The Stand, if The Stand were a comedy.
Sure.
You know? Oh, the doggy.
What the hell did kill him then?
Well, apparently the batteries in his Walkman. Like, she's got a hairdryer around her neck. That's fine. He kind of looks like his Zachary Ty Bryan, who went on to star in the Tim Allen Show, the Tool Time, whatever the fuck, and then went on to like get arrested for domestic abuse like 12 times. I think he's in jail right now.
Well,
anyway, that kid kind of looks like him. I do love an ice cream truck. Mighty Tasty. Got it. Mighty Tasty. What a great visual that is. Shades of Sleepaway Camp 2.
Yeah.
Right? Is that the one that had...
Sinister as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Would be very weird to be, 12 or whatever old he is, and be seemingly the only one alive. Like, everywhere I turn, I'm just seeing dead bodies in the road. He's also not selling it very well. Like,
no, there's no reaction.
Yes, you can tell he's kind of confused and whatever, but
he's seen enough dead bodies that elicits some sort of emotion.
Yeah, like at this point, he's seen, 12 or 15 dead people. Southern Bible salesman is so Stephen King. This, the guy on the left here, I feel like I've seen him in a bunch of things too. Joe. And,
there's a Joey Patrick Miller.
Maybe I'm getting him confused with a different actor.
I keep IMDb open. It's not helping me on Wikipedia at all.
Yeah, IMDb sometimes is a lot more resourceful as far as filmography goes.
Just for smaller players, yeah.
Right, because sometimes Wiki can just either list only the main ones or, depending on who wrote that particular article.
Right.
I do think it's interesting that the blind character, not interesting, but it's a good...
Oh, nice.
God, ran him over. Look at that. But the fact that he was blind makes it like a good story, right?
Yeah.
You're like, nah.
The guy doesn't have much. Looks like he probably should have for a beat and raw deal. Bunch of little parts here and there.
The trash truck really destroyed that guy's car. And he seems pretty hot about it.
Snot bag.
Yeah, that's one that we don't use very much anymore, is it? Scumball.
Hashtag snot bag.
Yeah, can we get snot bag back in
circulation?
Yeah, let's get that one back in the lexicon of today's youth.
Jesus.
Really launched him into the ditch there, didn't it?
I know who did the music on this thing.
Isn't it all AC/DC?
Well, it says all AC/DC. I'm just trying to figure out who did like these freaking stingers and everything.
Oh, like a score?
Yeah, like the synthesizer stuff here. I mean, AC/DC never touched a fucking synthesizer. You know, there's like an additional music.
Yeah, I like that the car just parks itself. Like, I'll just wait.
Right.
Just waiting. Yeah, there's so many characters inside this thing, which I guess is Horsepucky. I do say Horsepucky every now and again. I'm glad that there's a lot of characters because it does give us some fodder, something for the trucks to do. The other option would have been to have more people like Yardley Smith and
random passerby.
Right. People seeking shelter in the oasis of the truck stop.
Sure.
If you're worried about the floor at this point,
your priorities are well out of whack.
But I guess it is part and parcel with his character.
Sure. He's a dickhead.
Right. And he's still trying to run a business. She's cute.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen that thing at a convention before.
I was reading out that the thing was getting scrapped at one point, but someone purchased it up and then restored it and does drive it around to a couple conventions every so often.
All right. Then I'm not crazy.
I find one with a damn parking lot worth of shit.
I've been going to conventions for
15 years.
16 years, yeah. So, I think my first one was 09. So, let me tell you, they've gotten more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Comic-Cons.
Fucking San Diego and shit.
All of them.
Wizard World.
Yeah, with your fucking
RIP.
photo ops and your... Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody can have anything nice now. At least not on the cheap.
No. Every so often you'll find someone that'll give you a bargain on something, but
you mean
not
$30 instead of $40?
60 or something. Pay for the autograph, give you a photo for free.
Oh,
sometimes.
fuck that! No way. It used to be $20, got you both.
Oh yeah, no more, no more.
This is a cool shot.
Yeah.
I've never looked closely enough to see if you could see a driver, though, in any of them. Like, in the wide shots.
Yeah.
They probably thought, nobody will be able to tell on VHS or in the theater. Nobody could pause it in the theater to see.
Sure.
Isn't it interesting that she would say, where are they going? And if you're on any highway in any part of the world, it's just littered with trucks. Nobody says, where are they going? The most fascinating thing is that there's none going in their direction.
Yeah.
Right. It's like they're, drawn moths to a flame or something. Loaded my pants is great verbiage. Now this is AC/DC.
Yeah.
This came out in what, 86?
87.
87.
86.
I think it was 6.
I get my backward. Yeah, 86.
Why do people that are head-to-head or, side saddle like that, why does the one in pursuit not just slam on the brakes?
Sure.
Like right now, slam on the brakes, let it go around you, and then turn around. It can't do that. Fast. Like, what is the thought process of weaving back and forth betwixt the lanes?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a decent move, but he cut too early.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, not that it's related to this, but somebody, probably in a movie, referred to a Mack truck. And it's already on fire before it even went over the cliff, for fuck's sake. My little, childhood brain thought that Mack truck meant semi. Like, I thought that Mack was the style of truck.
Sure.
Not a brand of semi.
Yeah.
And so I referred to all semis as Mack trucks. And then at some point I saw Mack written on the front of a truck, and I went, wait a minute. Video games? That room of 3 pinball machines is enough to put video games on the billboard? 2 miles down the road?
I don't know.
That's thin.
Even in 86, that's thin. 86, we got real arcades going, man.
Well, right.
Well ahead of this.
Well, maybe that's the lure, right? Like, you could go to Aladdin's Castle in the mall, but instead stop at the truck stop where you could play video games. We just won't tell you that it's Star Castle and 2 pinballs.
I don't know.
And the cigarette machine is kind of like a video game, so that counts. I love how obnoxious she is.
Yeah.
Good moment.
Yeah.
Everyone's just so casually,
just
eating and drinking and drinking their beer, eating a sandwich. Like, there's nobody's curious as to what's happening. Nobody's on the phone.
Yeah. No one's formulating a plan. They get some Molotov cocktails or something.
They do that in the story. They start making Molotov cocktails. And actually go out and, blow up something with one.
Uh-huh.
I keep seeing the 108 for diesel.
I'm seeing regular.
I've never seen a price for the regular. I'm just curious. If it's 86, I'm going to guess that it was somewhere in the 79-cent range.
Yeah.
70, somewhere in the 70s.
I was thinking 78, yeah.
What the hell is that?
Where did he get that from?
Fucking rocket launcher. Who is he, Serge? Oh, what is that? Oh, did it say 98 cents? I feel like that's expensive. The toilet paper truck.
Toilet paper.
I don't know if that's how the toilet paper would come out of the truck if you shot at it with a rocket launcher.
Fucking dirty rosewood.
Jesus, Billy.
We need to talk.
Yeah, I forgot that was a plot point, that he had the little supply of ammo. That's a good visual, though. The toilet paper charred and strewn about.
Yeah. It's probably one ply. It's fine. No one wants it.
Right, nobody
anyway.
wants one. No. During COVID, though, that was
no.
That was high treason there.
It's fucking gold.
That's right. Miller. I wonder if they got clearance. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
For Bick
and so forth.
Miller and in the last commentary, I was looking for that word. I think clearance is the word.
I think that's about right. Yeah. They get their okay on it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a negotiated.
Yeah.
Straight razor. Did anybody use a straight razor to shave anymore?
I don't know.
Maybe at the barber shop. There's our title. Not that it's good. I think Trucks is a little too...
Blandy.
Yeah. It's catchy, but it's not quite...
It doesn't tell you enough about it.
Yeah, it's a little too precise for what...
And they did do a redo on this for the USA Network in '97, and they called it Trucks, starring Timothy Busfield.
Oh, it's a remake.
Yes.
Oh,
They redid it about 11 years after this.
Is that one any good?
I have no idea. I don't think it was.
Well, I need to find it.
It's up on Tubi.
Is it on Tubi?
With this one too, you can watch it back to back.
Well, I'm watching this one now.
I'm just saying, when I was watching Tubi on Tubi, it's like, okay, he wants me to watch Trucks next. Nah, not right now.
I might go home and watch Trucks tonight.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I do like that he said "Holy Crow." That's a very that's a New England thing. That's a Stephen King. Instead of Jesus Christ, some folks say Jeesley Crow. So Holy Crow is an offshoot of that. It's a very Stephen King thing. Jeesley Crow, which I try to say every once in a while instead of Jesus Christ. But my point is, nobody in North Carolina is saying Holy Crow. Except the guy that wrote it and is directing it currently.
Yes. There was an IMDb trivia bit that claimed that Romero was on set almost constantly.
Well, they're buddies. They're buddies.
Yeah.
They would go on to do Creepshow 2.
Yeah.
Sort of,
kind of, and they tried doing other adaptations. They didn't quite pan out.
Well, right, because Romero was going to do It,
if
you recall.
And quite a few other ones as well. I think they did Dark Half, right?
I don't know if Romero had anything to do with that. They did make a movie on it.
Yeah, I know that. There's something else he did with them.
Dark Half was one of the very first Stephen King books I ever read in high school.
Okay.
And I remember loving it. And then everyone shits on the movie. Yeah. Holy crow. Look at all these guns.
Jesus.
In the storage shed of the... yeah. Oh, you got me. Oh, yeah, the dead body. Don't forget that. I I feel like I need to reread The Dark Half. Why would he have this cache of ammo?
That's what I'm wondering.
Like, he doesn't... Does he own this business? Because...
Dark Half was Romero.
Oh, was it really?
Yes.
Directed?
Yes. That's one where Rooker plays Sheriff Pangborn.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think Pangborn made its first appearance in The Dark Half.
Yeah, it's like, well, what's with this cache? Is he arming for, like, Red Dawn?
Well, and if he's not the owner of this establishment...
Right.
Like, why is he storing his stuff there?
Right.
And is the actual owner going to find out about it?
Right. I mean, he's got freaking automatic rifles, for Christ's sake.
There's... There are Walmarts that don't have this much for sale.
This much firepower.
Right.
Crying out loud. Look at this shit.
Maybe Walmart's the wrong one, but you know what I mean. Can you buy a gun at Walmart in some states? Now I'm wondering. At this point, I feel like there's still not enough questioning of what's happening. You know what I mean? Like...
Not at all. I mean, everyone's just kind of like, okay, well, we're just going to sit here and wait it out.
Right. Which is fine.
But it'd still be... Well, like we were talking with the Raft on Creepshow 2, it's like, get some character dynamics going on here. Some people have different reactions to the situation. Everyone's just laying back and like, okay, whatever. Just staying here and wait. There's no one panicking. There's no one trying to formulate anything. We're going to just sit around.
And watch the sun go down.
All right. Apparently one of the guys on set, in terms of King and his state on this entire film, like, he didn't know if he was actually doing coke, but he was drinking all day.
Oh.
He was drunk from beginning to end.
Wait.
Every single day.
I'm sorry. Who was drunk?
Stephen King.
All right. That's what I thought you said. But
he was on his 10th beer by 8 a.m. So one guy said. Claimed. And don't ask King anything, because this is a complete blackout. He remembers fuck all of anything about making this movie. Nothing.
Well...
He's zapped out entirely. Because when we were doing our Pet Cemetery count, that was him just... When they made that film, just him coming out of the fog.
Right. And look at the difference.
Oh, yeah. The quality of script that he wrote on that.
Pet Sematary, I think, is... I mean, it's probably in my top 5 personal favorites. It is so well done. And even though he didn't direct it, he wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it, which makes all the difference. So you can see when he had no involvement with Pet Sematary 2.
Well, I don't think he wrote that.
Well, I'm just saying, when he's not involved with similar material.
Sure. Right. That's the result of him not being involved.
Yes,
yeah, I get it.
You could see where it can go.
But the question is, all right, let's full circle here.
How?
Which is better, King involved and drunk, Maximum Overdrive, or King not involved, but his material, Pet Sematary 2, which is the better version, the better option,
Lord.
The better option. Maybe not the better movie, but, like, I feel like he's been involved in things that, like, he was involved in both creep shows,
right.
and those were good, not great. I mean, one's better. But there's been some source material that, like, oof. Why is The Last Supper on this jukebox? Can somebody explain this to me? And why is Abe Lincoln's photo on the wall with Dolly Parton?
Bizarre.
That is a line right out of the movie. Or the book, rather.
Text, yeah.
Which... She's great.
She got the assignment right on this thing.
She did. She understood.
She took a little snootful.
Probably. So here's where the Who Made Who song came into play, right? Snootful. Yes. Yeah, she definitely. That is in between a snort and a toot is a snoot. I think I like the visuals here, right? Like, I like the lights going on and off. I don't know if their reactions are the same. I think back to, like, The Mist, and you know, it's a similar situation of a group of people hole up in a single location while unexplained events are happening outside.
Yeah.
That one 10 times better than this.
Sure. Yeah.
But there are really well-defined characters that all really are trying to figure out what is the right course of activity.
Yeah.
What is the next step? And everyone here is just grab-assing and eating and just, like, having their own little...
Yeah. You need tension. You need some feeling of threat here, and it's just like, okay, they're just circling the building.
Well,
where's the conflict?
We also had... old girl there just lost her mind.
Yeah.
And they cut to people canoodling, people like like it never happened.
Right.
There's no,
there's no drama. And you need drama in the story.
Right.
To create momentum and conflict and some sort of traction in the progression of the story.
One of the great things about The Mist is you had the religious character and played by Marcia Gay Harden brilliantly, and throughout the course of the events, people were like joining her side. They were like people were taking sides. And it was an internal battle.
Sure, yeah.
Over how to battle the external battle.
Sure. It's similar to Night of the Living Dead stuff.
Right,
Siege film where conflicting personalities create division in the camps. And in fact, I mean, again, you've got, at least a dozen characters here?
At least.
You can't write a little substance here for a couple of them?
Like, we think that we should do this, or we think this is happening, or we think whatever.
Right. I mean, Emilio's character's got this entire backstory about the parole and incarceration and stuff like that. But they've given him a little bit of something to do, but no one else has really kind of got anything to project on the screen.
It's been hours.
And this kid's been rummaging around and doing fucking shit.
Why didn't he go home? Like, I know he drove through the neighborhood, but why didn't he go to his own home and stay there?
What's all the... What's him riding the bike for miles?
And why is he trying so hard to get to where he's going? Like,
the place that's under siege, at being surrounded by what's his... how does he even know there's anyone there to do anything with? And what's his goal? What's the objective?
Right. I I don't mind him as a character.
Right. There's no kind of foreseeable direction what he's doing and a justification why he's doing it. It's just like, okay, I need to have him join with the other characters because that's where the plot is. But you've got no plot for the character itself. You could write him out of the film at this point. He has no bearing on
you could have written him out after he got hit by the can of soda.
Right.
Like, he escaped the baseball field and then gone.
Yeah.
Like, just never see him again.
All right. Anything.
That's a good line. Oh. Here's your chance to tell off your boss, and you're going to tell him he's one of the biggest fuckheads.
Yeah.
Here's some more AC/DC music, because it all sounds this fucking same.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. I like a handful of their songs.
Same.
But I would never, like...
Go to a concert for or anything, no.
I wouldn't even say, let's put on a CD and listen to the whole thing.
No.
I like to listen to albums, like, as an album.
Sure, yeah.
In their entirety.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like when folks put out an album, there is some sort of method to the madness, and they want you to experience it as a whole.
In a sequence, yeah.
And I like to listen to a whole album.
Yeah, when we grab it first, yeah.
Well, even now, like...
Yeah, I'm just saying, every time... I mean, you'll throw stuff in playlists, but then every so often you'll go back and just experience the whole thing all over again.
More often than not, I will listen to a whole album than I will a single song. Mm-hmm. And I have no interest in doing that with AC/DC.
Yeah.
None.
No. It's not enough variety.
Which, I'm not anti-non-variety, because... Sure. For example, the first Boston record has 9 songs on it.
Oh, yeah, they all sound like the same damn song.
But I love that sound, and I love all 9 songs. All 9 songs are perfection.
Oh, yeah, I watched the video talking about the entire making of that whole thing, and it's an incredible story.
But I would listen to the same 9 Boston songs over and over and over again before I would listen to one whole AC/DC record.
Sure.
Where are they trying to go? Outside, like across the way?
I'm guessing they're having the reverse idea of the kid.
Okay.
That if there's a sewer grate out underneath this place, that they can just swoop out underneath it.
And they're just doing a recon.
I'm guessing so, yeah. They're going to run right into the kid.
Well, in theory, yeah. I don't know what kind of sewer has wooden boards in it, but, whatever. Who am I to, set design anything? I'm pretty sure that wood rots, and most sewer pipes are made out of pipe.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, King. God damn it.
It's a valid question.
Jeesley Crow. This isn't the first King story to have somebody crawl through a sewer, though.
Yeah.
Good rat placement. Why would even a rat choose to live in a sewer? There's no food supply. It's bad drink. It's not drinking water. Like, why would a rat live in the sewer?
Okay, so they don't intersect with the kid. Which seems like a missed opportunity to me.
Right. Rendezvous in the middle of the sewer. that's the guy that got knocked out of his shoes. Which the short story starts with a character running out of the diner to try to get across the way to the ditch and gets hit and knocked away. So it's loosely based on that.
Okay.
But at that point, there's only 5 people left inside. And
he's been laying there unconscious for like the last 8 hours.
Yeah, what? Like if you're unconscious, it's either for
a couple of minutes,
30 seconds to a couple of minutes, or you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Or you've been awake and yelling in agony for however long. So they know each other?
Late development of the film, then.
Interestingly enough, the character's name is Deke, which is the same as in The Raft.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird name.
Yes.
And
peculiar.
It's a weird name to have it show up in consecutive stories, I guess is my point.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that tunnel is made out of wood. Which one is his dad?
I have no clue.
Because clearly the boy's dad is dead.
The blind? Oh, it was the blinded guy. Because he kept saying I had to go check on my kid.
Okay. Well,
so that gives a little context for why he was trying to get here.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
There it is. It's all coming together.
Connections, you know.
It's coming together. There's a practical effect for sure. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's still drinking beers.
Right.
Now Stephen King probably is passing them out.
Sure.
That's real beer. Everyone get really drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? Nice blue eyes on the kid.
Yeah.
The kid's older than we are.
At the time, yeah.
Well, probably still now, I would guess.
Well, I'm just saying in terms of what we're looking at on the screen.
Yeah, that guy's got to be 50, 51 now, 52. Like, isn't that weird to think? Like, that kid's 50?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to see an actor and then now he's passed away.
Sure.
And you're like, oh, okay, that guy died. That happens.
Yeah.
But there's something worse about seeing somebody little and knowing that they're, like, super old now.
Right.
And, that's weird.
Like, you're watching some Motley Crue video from '89 and it's like, oh, that woman, she's like 60 now.
Oh, yeah.
Like 60. She's a senior citizen now. God damn it. She don't look like that no more.
His dad is dead and he's casually blowing bubbles. What are we looking at? You know what I mean? That shot went on way too long for us to be looking at nothing. I still haven't seen a price point on the unleaded.
No.
there is a sequence in the story about they go out back and there's, like a bulldozer arrives.
Sure.
And it was like, oh shit. What, is she naked? They were back there fucking in the middle of all this travesty? So this here is an extension of the story, which I like.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like at this point we're about where the beginning of the beginning of the short story. Yeah.
Yeah. There's got to be some like compartment or something the driver's hidden inside that thing to make it go.
Well, the thing with the gun on it is really empty.
Unless they got like some kind of remote control situation going on.
I don't know how they would do that though.
Beats me.
Like, that's wide open. There's nowhere.
No hiding.
And like that
thing's like nothing.
What even is it? You know what I mean? Like, right. What is this? What is this?
Steering wheel's not even moving.
I mean, it's a flatbed with a steering wheel and a gun.
Right. It feels like it should be trailing behind something.
How exactly is that item put to use in everyday life? Yeah, you better go get one of your guns. Look at the dust on that lamp. Ugh.
Yeah. And it seems weird that they're not just unloading on the machinery all the time with all the ammo they have.
If you've got it, why not use it?
Right. It just seems like it just seems like such a passive film in that regard.
Right. Like,
no one's proactive in trying to combat the situation at hand. They're all just willing to just be at the mercy, whatever happens.
Right.
It's not a good way to tell a story. Because now everyone's getting turned into Swiss cheese.
Right. Suddenly it's a Rambo movie.
Yeah.
Let's count all the ricochet noises.
Oh, no, not again. Oh, no. Well, that's a good way to whittle down the
I was just going to say the same thing. Just going to say the same thing.
We are count now.
Right, you just got rid of 2/3 of your problem. I can't fucking handle the ricochet noise.
Oh.
Like,
we need more modern films.
I don't understand what that bullet is supposed to be ricocheting off of that creates that noise. Like, if you want to shoot at the truck and have it ricochet off the metal...
the armored.
That makes sense to me. But you don't shoot through a glass window and have a ricochet noise.
Into human flesh.
Right.
Yeah.
Or into a wood board.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right.
This batshit crazy lady... Wanda. Fucking Wanda. We made you. Here she goes again. She got shot up.
Oh.
There goes the cans of Miller. I think they missed an opportunity to play the Who Made Who song, like, in the background. Like, not overtly, but just so just subtly.
A little slowed down version.
Well, AC/DC don't know how to do that.
No.
They're not that fancy.
No.
They are the opposite of fancy.
Meat and potatoes, man. That's it.
Van Halen was fancy. AC/DC is... meat and potatoes might be too much credit.
Just potatoes?
Just potatoes.
No gravy. Luckily, if you're getting butter with it.
That might be discrediting potatoes, because you could have a potato about 36 different ways and they're all good. There aren't 36 different ways you could make an AC/DC song. I don't mean to sound like I'm shitting on them. This is out of the story as well. The beeping, and then the younger character, says he was a Boy Scout. He understands Morse code.
Sure.
He deciphers it.
Yeah.
And then they have to have a little vote about
Seems to be way too many people still alive.
Yeah, I know. I feel like there aren't any.
Did we kill?
There aren't any fewer than what we started with. It feels like.
Look like it.
How many did we kill? He doesn't fucking know. He doesn't even know how many beers he's had.
You can't see straight right now. He's hopped up on fucking MGDs and cocaine.
Don't you think that Don't you think? Well, if he was hopped up on MGD, he wouldn't have blown up the Miller truck. He would have blown up the Bic truck.
Okay, well.
The Bic truck, I feel like...
Jack Daniels.
Would have a bigger explosion, right? That's the more dangerous vehicle to try to blow up. If it's full of lighter fluid. Unless they're Bic pens or something.
Bic pens is all shrapnel.
Right,
pens
right.
Shoot.
I was thinking...
That'd be a good 3D sequence.
Sure. I was thinking Bic lighters, not Bic pens.
I made this 3 years ago. Then you have it in 3D. Imagine this in 3D. King going crazy with the 3D on this show.
Right.
Bitch.
83, 84.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peak 3D.
A gunnery turret with a bullet just shooting out right at the camera.
I'm all of it. Everything. Anything and everything.
Gag it up.
It would have added a layer of ridiculousness to this already ridiculous movie.
Yeah.
Why is it not shooting him?
Because it wants him to pump the gas.
Well, I know that, but how does it know that that's what he's here to do?
I don't know.
Who's to say that the woman screaming with the... wasn't out there to pump the gas? Can they read minds also? And now you can talk to the truck and it will understand you? I get that they inherently understand and can kind of talk to each other.
Now the eyes glow red.
Of course they do. What do you expect? Of course, we're never going to get an unleaded if it's a diesel truck stop.
No.
All we're getting is this $1.08 and the same 3 fucking AC/DC chords.
It's all the Brian Johnson songs. They didn't tap into the Bon Scott era for this.
Right, they probably didn't.
Dirty Deeds or Highway to... I mean, come on, how do you not use Highway to Hell in this movie? Really? Come on. It's the easiest thing in the book.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I'm trying to remember on the Who Made Who album, I think I have that one on vinyl because I like the song.
Sure.
I think there were 3 that were new for the movie.
Sure.
And then the rest were like a greatest hits.
Yeah.
Like this one was obviously not new.
Yeah, no.
I think You Shook Me is in here somewhere.
Yeah, that's at the end credits.
Does it made more sense in the story that they argued about whether they should go through the trouble of refueling them or just wait it out for them to all run out.
They had about a 2-second yelling about it.
Yeah, and then it seems like everybody's just on board with it.
Right, just like, oh, if you don't refuel us, you're all going to die. Well, if you've got no fuel, what are you supposed to... I mean, the whole thing is so inconsistent, the entire concept.
Right.
It's like Yearling Smith's and the husband's car. That thing never gets taken over, but all the other stuff gets taken over. Fucking electric freaking knives and fucking hose pumps and sprinklers. But it's not evenly fucking distributed across everything.
Right.
It just pick and choose what suits the moment.
The Walkman will kill you, but the...
Yeah. It's like as if this place is going to have enough fucking fuel to fill up every single one of these dozens of diesel trucks.
Well, in the story, that was an issue, and then one of the trucks that came was a tanker truck that refilled the gas station. Well, they're pissed now.
Bring your Mac.
You're right. That's a Mac truck. Mac brand truck, not Mac style truck. Old 227. Mary. As we record this, it's almost 227, where we all celebrate Jack A. Harry and watch reruns all day long. What a wonderful show. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
That El Camino's sure not possessed.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I was going to say, how does he know how to do this? But I guess he does work there.
Yeah.
So even if it's not his job, he's probably seen it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would know if I hadn't, ever seen that. Looks bad.
Right.
I happen to have been at a gas station when they were refilling it.
Yeah.
So, old Frankie, he's been in so many good movies. This is not one of them. I'm still flabbergasted as to where the wooden sewer led.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie makes absolutely no sense.
No,
but
nothing.
It is fun. I think it's fun. And now, is he tired, or is he
He's just tired.
delirious? All right. I think about this all the time, but not the aliens finding a new Earth kind of situation, but the amount of planets that exist that are Earth-like and probably have living beings on them.
Sure.
I mean, there's got to be 1,000 of them. There's got to be.
Unfathomable.
To think that there are 1,000 other Earths, and you wonder, do they have humans? Are they in the dinosaur phase? What kind of animals and food live on those planets? You know what I mean? That blows my mind. Have they invented internet 1 million years ago, and we're just inventing it now? Or, you know what I mean?
Right.
No, Dutch boy. Ryder. There's all kinds of...
Yeah, Bridgestone.
I will say, as much as the automobile industry has changed over the last 40 years, the big rig and, box truck and... industrial equipment.
Looks about the same.
It's pretty similar. See, I feel like that was a mistake to have it spin all the way around like that. Why are we looking at their asses? There was a weird shot, right?
Yeah.
I understand why they did it.
Yeah,
But it was a weird choice of shot.
Yeah, just... weird choice of moment all together.
She's great. She's great in this. And to your point, why have we not exhausted all of this firepower?
Right.
Because now we're on at least the second day, if not the third day.
Feels like it's close to the third night. Second night at least.
And why have the trucks not heretofore already done this driving through the walls thing?
Yeah, why haven't they decimated the whole place already?
Because now there's nobody in there?
Yeah. Now they're going to trash the pumps?
I like this visual of... I'm sure this was fun to shoot in one take, because if you don't do it in one, then you're fucked.
Right.
But yeah, how did they... Why are they doing this now?
Right. But they all came here because they needed the fuel. And now what? Fuck it?
Did that sign indicate that a pack of cigarettes was only 95 cents?
I didn't catch it.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Let's decimate the set.
Yeah. But again, Ain't no logic in this vicinity.
See how it says cigarettes? That's the cigarette
Yeah.
sign, 95 cents. For a package of cigarettes?
Yeah, I was not even nowhere close to that now.
Well, no, it's almost $10 now.
Right.
It's gone up 10 times in 40 years.
Along with all the taxes our state levies
Well,
against it, too.
sure. If you
More in certain counties than others.
If you go to Kentucky or Tennessee, it's way cheaper for cigarettes. Don't ask me how I know that. I don't smoke, just for the record.
You've been around.
I've been around. I've had people ask me to buy them cigarettes while I was traveling. This is fun, the blowing up.
Yeah.
The short story also, much like The Raft, ended kind of open-ended.
Okay.
Where
I think I read on Wikipedia about it.
That it basically kind of ended with them looking up and seeing planes flying over, and they were like, oh, maybe the planes have also been taken over now, and therefore we're fucked.
Yeah.
You know? Which King kind of does that a lot. And I'm fine with it. I think it's an okay ending.
Ponderous endings, yeah. That's interesting.
There's a plane right there in the
perpendicular.
Right. That didn't blow up, but the truck going over the side of the cliff was exploding before it even...
For no instigation whatsoever.
Right. You had a plane falling from the sky. Shit, I was trying to read the menu. Let the kid with the Uzi take care of it.
Your fry is 59 cents.
I think it was $1.49 for the cheeseburger. Is this the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Tasty.
Where's that refuel at?
Mighty tasty is what it was, I believe. Yep, mighty tasty.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Cheesely Crow. Cheesely Crow. I think that truck is just a fun design, and it is so like iconic. What happened to you?
Was she get choked by the frickin' power window?
Got a hell of a ring on. That's not real. So wait, the boats didn't get taken over?
See what I'm telling you? One person's car gets taken over, but not another person's car. It's all pick and choose.
Well, it's the Comet, you know, it's... you never know what's going to happen.
It's picky.
Got him. What are those, lasers?
What the fuck?
Let's all get in the boat and hope that doesn't...
Capsize us.
Right. Oh, fuck. Hell of a blowjob there. There are way too many people alive at the end of this movie.
Yes, indeed. It seems like we keep killing people with
Right. Everyone's dying, but I don't get it.
They keep paying people to come back.
They just... Nobody knows. King doesn't know.
No.
He doesn't know who's left. He doesn't know who's dead. He doesn't remember.
He doesn't know who's left from his right. Let alone who's left alive.
And now... The
You're
boat's...
just sailing off
right, it's going to be fucking Waterworld now.
It's like the end of the Dawn of the Dead remake. Everyone just gets on a boat and sails all the way to wherever.
Oh, here we go. Laser cannon, nuclear missiles. Oh my god.
Just like, it's terrible. It's like, why don't you show us this ending?
Right.
Fucking UFO with a fucking laser cannon, nuclear missiles getting blown up and shit. Come on. That's an ending. This ain't an ending.
No. Yeah, I like the idea that this turns into Waterworld more than I like the...
Yeah.
I know Waterworld was a huge bomb.
Oh, yeah.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think this is fun, even though it's ridiculously awful.
Absurd.
And, you know, it was clearly, you know, Marla Maples was one of them. No shit. I didn't know that at all. I wonder if this was around the time she was marrying Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Some more models it did.
Yeah. What was I saying? I realized that there are a million reasons why this failed.
Yes. It did not turn a profit at the box office.
No. I do think, though, that in home video and whatever...
Probably got it off on
people,
the cable sales, the syndicated sales.
Right.
I would used to see this on like a fucking... whatever the fuck it was, WTDW on the weekends.
Sure.
Saturday afternoons.
Yeah. And it's fun. I think this is a good time. If you're just looking for something stupid to watch.
Yeah. This is a Svengoolie flick.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Local guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rich Coase. What a wonderful man he is. Yeah, this was probably peak, like, King's substance abuse problem. How he was able to... Well, if this was 86, this is around the time he was also writing, like, the Tommyknockers, which is really fucking out there.
Okay. It as well.
It as well, yeah. That was a little around the same time.
Yeah.
So, but, like, think about that. He was so still... Oh, Sink the Pink is the name of a song. Dumb. So, isn't it interesting that this guy could be so inebriated across various substances and still manage to produce some of the greatest stories we've ever read?
And that he's still alive today, too.
Yeah.
Give us more.
Yes. I mean, my hero. All right. This is dumb, but I have a good time.
This is necessary.
I have a good time with this movie.
We had to get through this one. We had to dip into the crazy.
Right. So, we've got some not crazy coming up.
Yeah, we got some not crazy. So, guys, thanks for joining us. And
like and comment and all the things, and share around. And
subscribe if you haven't.
So guys, see you next time.
Take care.